Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Bella Rodiata Mardia from class 3C with student ID 12350300098. So here I was given an assignment by my lecturer, Miss Dian Budiarti, as the lecturer of English Indonesian Translation course. So the task is to translate a text from English as a search language to Indonesia as a target language. And I also had to explain what method and techniques that I'm using it while translating the text. Before I had to explain the text, the translation process, I chose the search text. It's from Animal Farm, the novel Animal Farm by George Orwell. So in the translation process, I mostly use literal method to keep the translation faithful to the original structure and meaning. However, there were a few sentences where I used the free translation method to ensure that the translation felt more natural and in line with the context of the novel. Okay, to start with, in the first sentence there is years passed. I translated into tahun demi tahun berlalu. Here I use free translation method because the original structure in English is very short and difficult to translate into Indonesian without feeling stiff. I also chose the addition of demi tahun to produce more expressive and idiomatic feel in the target language. And the next sentence is the season came and went, the short animal lives fled by, which I translated into musim datang silih berganti, kehidupan singkat para hewan pun berlalu. In this part, I use the free translation method with the transposition technique on the phrase the short animal lives. I translated into kehidupan singkat para hewan. So this change follows the syntax rule of the target language to make it more natural to read. Moving on the next sentence, there is a time came when there was no one who remembered the old days before the rebellion except Clover, Benjamin, Moses the Raven, and a number of the pigs. I translated as tiba waktu ketika di mana tidak ada satupun yang mengingat masa lalu mereka sebelum pemberontakan kecuali Clover, Benjamin, Moses si gagak, dan para babi. So here I use the literal method with the transposition technique and the time came when to become tiba waktu ketika. This technique is used so that the reader feel comfortable and easier to understand the sentence. For the rest, I use a literal method as the name of character and a simple identification such as Moses the Raven into Moses si gagak are clear enough and can be directly translated without requiring major modification. In the second paragraph, I tend to use the literal method as well, but there are several kinds of techniques in it, such as in the sentence Muriel was dead, Bluebell, Jessie, and Pincher were dead. To become, Muriel telah meninggal, Bluebell, Jessie, dan Pincher mereka pun sama. Here I use deletion technique because in the original text there is repetition of the linear structure like Muriel was dead, Bluebell, Jessie, and Pincher were dead. Then I delete were dead atau telah meninggal by adding mereka pun sama, which replaces the literal repetition of telah meninggal. In the next sentence, I translate an inebriate home using the amplification technique into rumah rehabilitasi pemabuk, so that Indonesian readers can understand the context of the place without having to guess or look up the meaning of the term inebriate home. And then furthermore, the sentence Clover was an old stout man now, stiff in the joints and with a tendency to rheumy eyes. I translated into Clover sekarang sudah menjadi kuda betina tua yang gemuk, persendiannya pun sudah kaku dan matanya sudah cenderung berair. Here I use several techniques. First, I translated stiff in the joints into persendiannya pun sudah kaku, using the modulation technique. Instead of translating it literally as kaku di persendian, I choose persendiannya pun sudah kaku to make it easier to readers to understand Clover's physical description. And the press with a tendency to rheumy eyes because matanya sudah cenderung berair. Here I use the amplification technique. The word rheumy eyes is expanded to matanya sudah cenderung berair so that readers who are not familiar with this medical term can still understand the description clearly without having to look up the meaning of the word through external sources. Next is the talk of setting aside a corner of the pasture for superannuated animal had long since been dropped. I translate it as pembicaraan tentang satu sudut padang rumput yang hendak disisihkan untuk hewan yang jompo sudah lama tak terdengar. Instead of translating it literally as pembicaraan untuk menyisihkan satu sudut padang rumput untuk hewan-hewan superannuated sudah lama ditinggalkan, here I use the modulation technique to make the sentence easier to understand, and also the adaptation technique of the word superannuated to jompo to make it more familiar in the target language. Next is Napoleon kini menjadi seekor babi hutan dewasa yang beratnya 150 kg. Is the translation of Napoleon was now a mature boar of the 24 stone. In the press 24 stone, I used the adaptation technique. Here the word stone is converted into kilogram because stone is a lesser known unit of weight in Indonesia. This conversation was done to make it more relevant to readers' cultural context. Like 1 stone equal as 6.35 kilogram and 24 stones equal as 152.4 kilogram and rounded to 150 kilogram for ease of reading. And the last sentence, only old Benjamin was much the same as ever, except for being a little grayer about the muzzle, and since Boxer's death, more morose and taciturn than ever. I translate it as hanya si tua Benjamin yang masih sama seperti dulu, kecuali moncongnya yang kini sudah berwarna abu-abu, dan semenjak kematian Boxer, ia menjadi lebih murung dan pendiam dari biasanya. I use the literal method with the modulation technique. In the press, a little grayer about the muzzle. I translate it into kecuali moncongnya yang kini sudah berwarna abu-abu to make it natural when read in Indonesia. And that's all. Thank you for the attention. I'm sorry if there's a mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.